Welcome back to another math lesson with me, Mr. Duclos. Today, we are going to solve multi-step measurement word problems. We're going to do one practice and then one for your review. So let's jump right in. First problem we're going to work on reads, Mr. Duclos' deck is 5 feet 4 inches wide. It is twice as long plus another 3 inches. How long is the deck? So, let's see. I know that the deck is 4 feet 4 inches wide. I know that it is twice as long plus another 3 inches. So I'm going to use that information to now put that into an equation that we can use to solve our problem. I'll be right back. So now I have all the important information from that big long word problem, and I've put it into a nice, easy 2-step equation. I have my deck width, which is 5 feet and 4 inches, and my deck length, which is equal to the width, 5 feet 4 inches, times 2, because remember it was twice as long, and then another 3 inches, plus 3 inches. So, first thing I'm going to do is take 5 feet 4 inches, and I'm going to times that by 2. 2 times 5 is 10 feet, and 2 times 4 inches is 8 inches. So now I know I can simplify this even more. Now I have our deck length is 10 feet, 8 inches, plus 3 inches. If I add 3 inches to 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, that doesn't give us a new foot. So I know that our deck length is 11 inches, or 10 feet, 11 inches. Now let's try one assignment from your independent work before you go finish on your own. Now we're gonna do one of your independent problems, and then you're gonna have another word problem to finish on your own. Our problem says, Sarah read for 1 hour and 17 minutes each day for 6 days. It takes her 3 minutes to read 1 page. How many pages did she read? So the first thing I'm going to do, like always, is take out the important information. I know that she's reading for 1 hour and 17 minutes for 6 days. And then the second thing I know is that it takes her 3 minutes to read 1 page. And using that information, I'm going to figure out how many pages she read. So let me put this all on the board in a way that we can actually use mathematically, and then we'll solve the problem. So what I've done is I've taken our big word problem and I've broken it down into the most important information that we're going to need to solve the problem. And I've broken it down into 2 parts. The first thing we're going to have to do is figure out our total minutes read. And we know that we read for 1 hour and 17 minutes, and we did it for 6 days. So it's 1 hour, 17 minutes times 6. That's going to give us the total amount of minutes that we read over those 6 days. Then we're going to take that number, 1 hour, 17 minutes times 6, and we're going to divide by 3, and that's going to give us the total pages read, because it takes us 3 minutes to read 1 page. So let's jump in. First thing we're going to do is 1 hour and 17 minutes times 6. Times 6. I'm going to do it in 2 different ways, actually. I'm going to do 1 hour times 6, and I'm going to do 17 minutes times 6. I think when you're dealing with time, it's better to multiply each unit on its own and then put it back together in the end. So 1 times 6 gives us 6 hours. 6 times 7 is 42. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 4 is 10. 102. So we have a total of 6 hours and 102 minutes. But 102 minutes can break out into 1 hour and 42 minutes. So when I put my hours together, my final answer is 7 hours and 42 minutes. So now I have an answer to my total minutes read, and it was 7 hours and 42 minutes. I can now use that to solve my second step. The first step is all done. For the second step, we need to take our answer, 7 hours and 42 minutes, and we need to divide that by 3. And in this case, I think it's easier to combine these first and then divide. So 7 hours is equal to 60 minutes times 7. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 6 is 42. So 420 minutes plus 42 minutes gives us 462 minutes. Now we're going to divide that number by 3. So our last step is to take our number, 462, and divide it by 3. 3 goes into 4 ones. 1 times 3 is 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. Bring down the 6. 3 goes into 6 5 times. 5 times 3 is 15. Subtract gives me 1. Bring down the 2, gives me 12. 3 goes into 12, 4 times. Your answer is 154 pages. That ends our lesson. You're going to have to finish this problem on your Google form, and then there's one more. If you're doing Seesaw, your work might look a little different, but that's okay. It's still great practice. Go finish your work, and then have a great day.